Welcome to Jamaica Magazine. I'm your host, Adrian Atkinson. International Day of Remembrance of the Victims of Slavery and the Transatlantic Slave Trade, under the initiative of the United Nations, is being observed today, March 25. The day honors the victims of the transatlantic slave trade that spanned over 4 centuries and impacted an estimate of nearly 15 million African men, women, and children. This year's theme is Fighting Slavery's Legacy of Racism Through Transformative Education. Every year, exhibits, film screenings, and discussion panels are planned at the United Nations headquarters, and institutions from all around the world are requested to pay respects to the victims of this unthinkable horror. Come, we have another stimulating show for you. It starts with the news.
Public passenger vehicle operators and commercial carriers, renew your road license online. It's as easy as 1-2 click. Visit the Transport Authority website at www.ta.org.jm. Choose your license type and click Apply Now. Sign in or create an account with your email address and complete the application process, uploading all relevant documents. Make payment using a debit or credit card. Once your application is approved, the Transport Authority will email you to collect your sticker. Pick up your sticker in office or utilize our courier service. Once the sticker is collected, your digital road license will be emailed to you. For more information, call the Transport Authority toll-free at 888-991-5687.
Good day, I'm Twyla Whelan, and this is your JIS News for Monday, March 25, 2024. Government will be creating a centralized national road registry to serve as a census of all existing roads in Jamaica. Prime Minister Andrew Holness made the announcement in his budget debate presentation in Parliament. He says the ultimate goal is to provide data in support of ensuring a proper system of ongoing maintenance of the country's roads.
The registry will contain information on the geographic location and establishment of ownership of these roads, which will inform future maintenance activity.
The Spatial Data Management Division of the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation will provide geospatial data on roads to complete the database. This will be supported by on-the-ground site inspections.
Data Management Division is presently going through each constituency and accurately mapping each road in the constituency. But this central registry is going to be constantly updated. So we're going to make it a digital registry where the public can have access. So you can upload what they call a geotag, for example, a pothole or some other hazard that exists on a road. So we will have a national database that is real time in telling us what is the status of roads.
The government will be upgrading several beaches across the island to provide greater access to the public. 9 free community beaches are on the agenda for this year. Major development will be undertaken at the Fantasy Beach Park in Priory St. Anne for a similar facility as the Harmony Beach Park in Montego Bay. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says further development will take place in the upcoming fiscal year on the Boston Beach Park in Portland and another in Negril.
I'm pleased to report that the beach access and management policy is complete and will be tabled at the next sitting of the House. The policy seeks to ensure Jamaica's beaches are preserved and sustainably managed for present and future generations. And the provision, Madam Speaker, is made for Jamaicans to be able to access their beaches.
A pool of $200 million in tuition support is being provided for students who are having financial challenges. This will benefit approximately 1,000 tertiary students who are in good academic standing with their institutions. The announcement was made by the Prime Minister on Thursday. The allocation comes on the heels of the removal of the guarantor requirement for student loans effective April 1.
This support will be administered through the Ministry of Education in conjunction with the CDF. where each constituency will be allocated approximately $3 million, and each beneficiary can get a maximum grant of $200,000.
Mr. Holness says this move is to provide access to higher education and secure a pool of competent and qualified prospective workers for the labor market.
This administration is very serious about giving our students the opportunity to access higher education and skills as we seek to move from a low-wage economy to a high-productivity economy.
Meanwhile, having removed tuition fees for all HEART programs up to level 4, the government is incentivizing successful students. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says this is to facilitate more self-employed and young people who are entrepreneurial. Effective April 1 this year, each successful graduate of a level 4 trade program will receive a grant of $50,000 to purchase tools of their trade and move to the next stage of their career. Path beneficiaries or wards of the state will receive $75,000.
Additionally, starting next financial year, the HEART NSTA Trust will open a special grant facility of up to $100,000 for HEART certified trainees who have registered a trade or business that has been operating for more than a year. The beneficiaries will also be assisted in refining their business plans, executing marketing activities, further capacity building, and other forms of technical support.
Mr. Holness announced further that, come June this year, the Development Bank of Jamaica will introduce the Tradesperson Ownership Opportunity Loan Tool Program. This will allow small contractors to access up to $500,000 to assist with purchasing or upgrading their tools.
So technically, Madam Speaker, a graduate could get $50,000 grant and then go to DBJ and get another loan for $500,000 to buy the tools necessary to start off their business.
And finally, the proposed reclassification and restructuring of the Early Childhood Commission, ECC, has been approved by the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service. The proposal is set to take effect on April 1. The development follows an institutional evaluation by the Early Childhood Education Commission. Project lead for the Transforming Education for National Development Trend program in the Ministry of Education and Youth, Nicole Brown, made the disclosure during a recent press conference at the Overseas Examinations Commission offices in Kingston.
120 ECIs have been identified for certification in low-income communities, and these institutions are in Region 2, 5, 6, and 7.
She further disclosed that the early childhood development policy was already 30% completed. Additionally, 1,500 ECI educators have been trained in various fields, in addition to 1,269 principals and ECI operators. This includes over 4,000 sessions for some of the skill areas needed in early childhood schools. Ms. Brown promised that efforts were being made to guarantee that ECIs had at least one qualified instructor in their schools. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Twyla Whelan. Thanks for watching.
Is it too early to start talking about the Atlantic hurricane season? It begins in less than 3 months, and if there's one thing we have been told about preparation, is that it's never too soon to begin. But the focus of our next feature is not really about the 2024 hurricane season. It's about all of them, and it's about how our government is being proactive, ensuring that if any major weather event causes destruction for the country, there are resources to set things right. We have highlights from the Minister of Finance's recent budget presentation. Take a look.
We live in a climatic zone that makes us vulnerable to rainfall and earthquake, and we have to take responsibility for our vulnerability. Countries that achieve for their citizens take responsibility for their vulnerabilities. They don't leave themselves exposed or wait for other countries to come to their assistance. We became the first small country to launch a catastrophe bond, covered 3 hurricane season. We got support from the World Bank and from the governments of the UK, the US, and Germany, who paid 100% of the premiums for the first 3 years. And we'll always be grateful to them for that. And what we said to them in our pitch, when we went to pitch it to them, was that when it matures, we will, out of our own resources, continue to provide that protection for Jamaica. As night follows day, at some point, it's going to be necessary to have it. Just make sure that when that day comes, whoever is at the helm at the time has renewed this degree of protection. We're also creating a national disaster fund. We've already tabled the legislation in Parliament, and the idea is to capitalize that fund every year until it gets to about $10 billion. We intend to leave a legacy of national wealth, right? Where we have buffers put away for rainy days, like natural disasters and so on. And so in this budget, Madam Speaker, we are putting funds into that national disaster fund.
Are you protected? We're speaking about consumers and their access to information that is not only safe, but it's accurate and it can be trusted. We're talking about data protection, e-commerce, online banking, and online fraud. The question is whether or not you can trust it. You're thinking about identity theft. You're thinking about where your documents are stored and whether or not this can also impact you from a credit perspective. You are to get 1 free credit report each year. Do not waste that resource. Look at it, see how you can address whatever issues it might be pointing to, whether or not it is true, yea or nay. Ask questions and seek assistance whenever possible. Do not be afraid. Ask the questions. If you are unsure, sometimes we're doing something and we get a little gut feeling and you want to draw back. Do some more investigation to see whether or not this is something that you want to undertake or whether or not it will affect you in a negative light.
It's the Lenten season and Jamaicans during this time of year consume a lot of fish. But just in case you're worried, there might be a shortage of this tasty, low-fat, high-quality protein. Learn more about a program to boost tilapia production in the country.
According to the Food and Agriculture Organization, in a 2011 UN-published report, Jamaica has one of the highest levels of fish consumption per capita in the Americas, with 30.6 kilograms of raw fish weight per annum. A substantial portion of the over 80% of marine fish consumed in Jamaica is, however, imported. The National Fisheries Authority is therefore focusing on tilapia production and marketing to meet the growing local appetite for fish. This has become necessary, especially due to the decline in coral reef fish stocks, the increasing demand for seafood, coupled with the huge untapped local market for tilapia, providing a perfect opportunity to increase import substitution.
Tilapia is very important to the Jamaica food security strategy. For one, it's a priority under the National Fisheries Authority as to increase food and nutritional security. There are a lot of agricultural lands available that are capable of having fish ponds on it. There's also other government agencies who are looking to collaborate with to be creating aquaculture parks where we'll be having multiple ponds where persons can come on to grow their fish there, where we'll have the setups. We're teaching our farmers to do this as a business, to do it technically sound, to use the technical advice that the NFA will provide for them so that they will be able to become more profitable, where the growth times will be shorter, where the quality of the fish will be better, where the consumer will be happier.
Getting started in fish farming, it's as easy as ABC. Persons first need to get in contact with the National Fisheries Authority. Then, someone from our office will actually come, speak to the person, make arrangement to come and visit the location, and then we'll do what we call a site evaluation. Your next step is to get registered with the National Fisheries Authority. Registration process is easy. You call our office, also someone will come and verify that you are a farmer, and you would need some items such as a government-issued ID, 2 passport-sized pictures certified by a JP, fill out the application form, and only $600.
The local industry is regulated and supported by the government to ensure quality standards.
Farmers will have to maintain their water quality where possible. They can get it assessed if needed. If you are feeding your tilapia according to stocking density, making sure that they're getting the right quantity of feed, then it reduces the risk of you overfeeding the pond, and feed that is not eaten by the fish will then stay in the pond and become rotted. That will of course disrupt your water quality. This is the algae that they will feed on that will permeate through their system and causes the flesh to taste like mud.
Depending on the size of the pond, so if it's a 1 acre pond, well, that 1 acre pond can stock anywhere between 10 to 15,000 advanced fries, and those normally take 6 months to reach maturity.
If you live on your farm, it can be extremely profitable. You can make 50% on your investment in every crop. We look for ponds that are not aerated, not artificially aerated. We look for about 4,000 pounds per acre per crop, and ponds that are aerated, we look for between 6,500 to 8,000 pounds per acre. You have to maintain the best water quality possible, especially as you approach harvest time.
A lot of people in Jamaica don't really fully know about tilapia. I introduce it to a lot of people, and some of them are my best customers now. And before that, they never know much about tilapia.
Aquaculture, especially that of tilapia, can fill the gap in the health-conscious demand for quality seafood products. Its firm texture and mild flavor makes it ideal for a variety of cooking methods. Tilapia also offers several attractive benefits for the householder and food service providers. Its high appeal and high profit as a center-of-the-plate item. Menu versatility, as tilapia works well with many different flavor profiles. The fact that it is low in calorie and fat for healthy menu applications. It is free of saturated fats, high in omega-3 fatty acids, a good source of protein for weight management, a natural fish which originated in Africa.
You can have tilapia taste whatever way you want it to taste. If we get more Jamaicans supporting this and buying product Jamaica, because that's really what it is, because it's grown and produced here, it can do wonders for the economy.
And while the appetite for tilapia is big at home, this versatile product is increasing in popularity in North America and Europe, providing lucrative export potential.
Cancer, stress, high blood pressure. Guard yourself against these potentially deadly conditions by eating healthy. Give your body long life with foods such as low-fat milk, dried and fresh peas and beans, unsalted nuts and seeds, fresh vegetables, fruits and coconut water, and eliminate processed seasonings such as seasoning salt, soy sauces and ketchup. When it comes to meats, remember to remove the skin to reduce the intake of fats and oils. Meats should also be baked, steamed, grilled, or roasted. Fish is also a preferred protein option. To eat healthy, fill your body with a variety of foods from all the food groups. And remember, eat at a slow pace and in small bites to help aid digestion. This helps to maintain a healthy, balanced, and nutritious diet, strengthening your body to ward off illness and prolong life.
Did you know that you can make tasty, balanced meals from a homegrown garden? Watch this next feature to let Chef Dennis Osmond help you to eat what you grow.
Jamaica is known for its culinary melting pot of flavors. Our local cuisine mixes inspiration from our European, African, East Asian, and Indian roots, making our meals a wonderful blend of herbs and spices ranging from simple appetizers to a heavy main course. Under the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries Grow Smart, Eat Smart campaign, we will look at ways to eat smart. And so today, one of our local chefs will whip up dishes using produce from his very own garden. Fruits are sources of many essential nutrients like potassium, dietary fiber, vitamin C, and folate. And it's best to have it at the beginning of the day. So starting off today's entree is a fruit platter being prepared by
Chef Dennis Osborne from B&E Caterers and Restaurant Limited. Alright, so we'll be going right ahead. We'll be peeling to just create a simple design on the plate here. So we'll be having our papa as well, promoting healthy eating. Over here we are using a kringle cutter just to get it fancy. All these fruits that we have here, it's straight from the backyard, straight onto our plate right here. Here you go, perfect fruit platter within 5 minutes or less.
Food security will allow Jamaica to provide adequate and a safe supply of food for everyone, like the fruit platter seen here. Cultivating the food or fruits you love will not only add to food production, but make it more accessible. And if fruits are not your forte,
next on the menu, we'll be moving straight to our fresh salad. So here again, we're making a fresh salad, a green salad. So everything is straight from the backyard, and we'll be going ahead by just making some green vegetables. So we have our romaine lettuce, we have our iceberg lettuce, our cucumber, our carrot, our green tomatoes, and our little cherry plum tomatoes as well. Started right here. So peeling our carrots, getting it all ready for show. Okay. So we're having the carrot just for color, and carrot also is very healthy and good for us. Let's make some random chops in them. We can just drizzle with some olive oil, or we can add some fresh vinegar to it as well for that tangy taste. But I mean, look at it, it's as beautiful as it gets.
to top it off, you can add peanuts, cashew, or cranberries that are rich in vitamins and minerals. Just another way to make your taste buds scream.
What's next on the menu is stuffed chicken breast with callaloo and stuffed tilapia fish with callaloo as well. So we finally chop in clove of garlic. There we go. Add it to our pot and preparing our callaloo as well. We're adding some carrot also to it for color. Some fine cubes within 5 minutes. It is all ready to go. Just a pinch of salt. So we're gonna go ahead and prepare our fire for the chicken breast. So we had a knob of butter in it. This is our chicken breast. We're lightly seasoned, salt and black pepper. Create a pocket inside our chicken breast here. We're gonna be adding our callaloo to the pot in just a bit. This will literally take 10 minutes in the pot, 5 minutes on either side. And then we are ready. You know, we have to have some garlic as well in the oil to flavor it. It is very, very good. You know, we Jamaican, we grew up on garlic. So first thing you're sick, grab a garlic. We're going to stuff our tilapia while that chicken is getting seared. Here's the tilapia here, so we're going to be putting a knob of butter as well because we don't want it to be sticking in it, so the butter helps to moisturize it. So this is a perfect way to seal your tilapia and shove it in the ovens. We went ahead and blanched our vegetables, so that's in our vegetables here. Adding a sprig of thyme as well. Also some fresh parsley. Let it rest for 2 minutes.
Grab your chicken, slice as desired, and voila!
Stuffed chicken breast with our own backyard vegetables and our charred tomato ready to go.
To keep the fire burning, a side of sweet plantains to complement the tilapia.
You know, Jamaicans, we love ripe plantain, right? We'll be cutting it on the bias again using our kringle cutter. So we're adding the Heights green and gold color to our pot. We're julienne our sweet peppers, and these are sweet pepper, these are not bell peppers. Putting our plantains aside. There you have it, roast tilapia, plantains served with a slice of avocado on our fresh vegetable from our backyard.
Just yum! And to fill all gaps in the stomach, what's better than to add a blend of cherry juice?
We're actually making about 6 cups of cherry juice, and it's optional for sweetener because these cherries are very, very sweet. We can add a tablespoon of onion if you wish.
And you can do all this with ingredients from a home garden. Let's continue to hold on to our traditions by growing the food we love. Excellent.
Thank you for being with us here on Jamaica Magazine today. Do join us again tomorrow for another interesting journey. Of course, you can visit our website, jis.gov.jm, for more news you can use. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Thanks for watching.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.